Hello, I am Pete, and welcome back to Sable. We're in the Shadow of Neave, fighting with this particular puzzle, and I must admit, resorted to, not cheating exactly, but a little bit of research. I've picked up a hint, which is, see this block on the right that's going in and out? As it pops out, if I just grab this battery out here, then that will remain in the out position, which I think is what we need to do in order to get this other battery into the place where we want it to be. Let's try that out. So I was close, you know? Okay, there we go. Launch and stop. And there we go. And this battery is now at the level we wanted it to be at. So we can now take this, deposit it in that left-hand slot, and then it's just a question of getting the battery into that right-hand slot, which I think shouldn't pose a problem. We just need to go and retrieve the one from this launcher over here. So we'll use this launcher over on the right that's been busy launching away, and we'll be in position in no time. Splat. There we go, we have an open door and an achievement unlocked, and I think Sarin is going to be in here. There might also even be some scrap metal if we're lucky. Sometimes there is. Yeah, there you go. Told you. Just the one piece though, maybe. Hello, Sarin. I say hello to Sarin. Sable, your security clearance has been updated. Please proceed to the whale to authenticate. You have unread messages, Sable. Okay, let's see that. Here are your unread messages. Recording 03. Come on, Sing, you know what we're up against. We purge our engines out here, we've got nothing for the terraformers. We need to land now. Cram it, Deacon. Wow. Look, every day the radiation's getting worse. I can't keep selling this BS to the crew. And no, I'm not landing on that planet either. We're not landing anywhere until we know more about these atmospheric anomalies. There may be life signs on the surface, but that doesn't mean they're hospitable. But we do need this stuff off the ship, Deacon. Mission be damned. That planet is the whole reason we're here. If we don't get those terraformers up and functional, then we came out here for nothing. How's that going to look? If we go back without completing our objective, you can forget a promotion. You'll be sent to some outworld rock to monitor a relay station. Captain. There's a bit of tense silence after the emphasis on Captain, and I feel as though I'm listening to something I shouldn't. The one called Sing speaks again. Okay, just once we get within range of the planet, we give Sarin 2 more days to figure out what's causing the disturbance. I don't want to fly through it if we don't know what it is, but we may not have a choice. Attaboy, Sing. I knew you'd make the right call. Now, come down. Sit down and have a drink with me. Get the hell out of my room, Deacon. There is some silence, some shuffling, and a faint hiss of air. Then it's just the lonely voice of the captain again. I wonder how long ago all this was. Sarin, override privacy protocol on Finance Officer Deacon. I want you to keep an eye on him. Yes, Captain. And then nothing. No unread messages. Okay, so we were told to report to the whale. Go and find Sarin's terminal inside the well. We did that, like in the previous but one episode or something like that. And now we're being sent back again. Okay, well, we will do that. So I think there's... Well, there's... Just noticed that up there. It looks kind of appealing, doesn't it? There's a ladder and a... But getting there is going to be tricky. I don't know. I was up there before. I could get up there, you know. Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and get up there. So we're going to need a battery. This needs to be in... Oh, did that wrong. I have to go around again. Oops. Okay, so this needs to go off this edge here. Come on, try harder. And then we need to just pop it in here briefly so that that block gets retracted. And then we need to power up this thing over here. And that should give us the launch we need to get high enough to explore that new area. Hope so anyway. It seems to before. it didn't quite get me high enough that side. I think I hit my glide a little bit too soon. Now that's interesting. I'm sure that that launched me higher before. I can't have been thinking of another launcher, can I? There we go. Alright. So, yeah, I think if I'm going to get across to there, I need a launch from this thing over here. So that does mean I think I need to take this one out, after all. And place it in this one here. Okay, let's try and do that. I'm spending a lot longer in this room than I was originally expecting to. Okay, so this goes into this little stop here. I don't think that's going to get in my way. I think that's going to be all right. Now, let's just hope we get the height. That's not the height. Try again. That's the one. Okay, so now we jump across to here. And we hitch a ride on this. And hopefully this will work. Okay, so we've got 20. Pretty poor. This door's closed and I can't see a way of getting into it, but there is a ladder. We have progress at last. And what's up here? Another little wall to grab onto. Okay, we're now on the top where it's very quiet. Oh, it's windy, sorry, my bad, my mistake. Is there anything up towards the back? So far this is seeming a bit bare. No, that's just the back. Maybe I'm supposed to use this to get on top of something somehow? I'm going to look at these little sticky outy bits, see if any of them looks like it's got some worthwhile loot on it. No. What about on the starboard side? Okay, there's a chum egg. That's probably it. Okay, fine. All this for one chum. Okay, can't get back in there. I can drop down onto this thing though. Which I was interested in before. So let's check that out. Okay, and this brings us back into this room. Okay, so what exactly? So what indeed? Have I already... I think I've already stolen the scrap metal out of this box. I think we might be about done, you know. I am just going to explore the other direction here. Though I think I know what's going to happen. It's just going to take me to that little climb-inable... Yeah, this little hatchway that we spotted towards the end of the previous episode. So I think we're done with this entire ship. So where to next? We did have the quest taking us over here active before. This one is now suggesting back to the whale, but yeah, let's go back to the whale. You know what? We can save lightning in a bottle for next time. So let's fast travel to the whale. So we have already explored the whale once before. We found Saren's terminal, but Saren didn't want to have anything to do with us back then. But our quest progress now suggests that we will have slightly more interest this time. Oh, and I think I'm now seeing the value of this thing. Yes, when we were last here I couldn't understand why bother with this thing, but I know now it's so that we can get back up easier. I think. I'm going to try it. Don't want to get stamped by that. So far I haven't found anything in this game that can kill me, but you know, it's the first time for everything. Ooh, that was close, nearly got stuck. So Saren's terminal is kind of over there-ish somewhere. So I feel like I probably want to get down here. And then I should just be able to drop down to it without too much hassle. Just down... Oh, is that some scrap metal? Lovely. I feel like we should go back to Burnt Oak at some point and hand in all this scrap metal. Oh, no, I'm lost. Hold on. Where was Saren's terminal? Clearly not down there. Through here maybe? Or is this going to be the room with all the plants in it? Oh no, this is Saren's... That's not how it looked. Oh no. Maybe this is how it looked last time. Okay, I don't remember this thing. This feels like it's trying to tell me something. It's suggesting that 1 out of 6 things are powered. Okay, well let's talk to Saren anyway, because we were told there'd be reasons. I say hello to Saren. Thank you for your help recovering my data modules. I've updated your security clearance, Sable, granting first level access. I thank Saren profusely. I hope they understand. I say farewell to Saren. Okay, so... Right. We can get through there. We can't yet get through there. So it's like an incremental rewards kind of thing. Okay, I can get behind that. So in here it looks like some clothing maybe? Whale ship trousers. And a whale ship top. Let's pop them on right away, eh? There's the whale ship top, and there's the whale ship trousers. Pretty good look. I don't think I can dye my clothes, can I? No, if I click on it a second time, it doesn't offer me that. The dye is only for the ship parts. This is a very funky get-up, though. I'm liking this a lot. That's nifty. That's very nifty. So I'm assuming that this thing up here is showing my progress in terms of the whole Saren thing. But that does surprise me a little bit because I thought that I had now picked up 3 of Saren's terminals. And this is suggesting only 1/6 of progress towards some goal. So the alternative is it's showing the state of stuff out here. It's suggesting that maybe there are 6 puzzles out here to solve and I've only solved 1 of them so far. Which is possible, I suppose, but doesn't sound likely. That's not... It doesn't kind of square with my feeling of how things are out here. I feel like things out here are mostly dealt with. Well, maybe all will become clear. I think it's time to leave the whale for now. I think I have been talking for a while about going back to Burnt Oak Station to hand in some scrap metal. It's overdue. Let's go and do that. One thing I'm going to do is just have a little look around in case there's any chum eggs, because I think I'm currently at about 18 chum eggs. I'd love some binoculars, you know. Yeah, I am at 18 at the moment, I think. And once I get up to 20, I can get another little upgradey thing, which will probably be more stamina again. But I think I might have pretty much well tapped out all the chum eggs around Burnt Oak. So yeah, let's just drop in and see the scrap metal merchant. Hello? Are you not interested in me anymore? There we go. Altin barely looks up at me. I'm stood on your chair, so you should pay more attention. Looking a bit weighed down, Sable. Hope it's scrapped. You're looking a bit weighed down. Weighed down by my right boot. Sell scrap metal. I fetch everything I found for him, handing it over piece by piece, 500 cuts worth. Altin nods. Not a bad start, Sable. I'd say you've earned a scrapper's badge for that. Just one, okay. Altin hands me a badge lightly encrusted in pale sand. Yeah, sorry, that one was kicking around under my desk for ages. I'd give you a clean one, but... He just trails off. I say thank you. And I say goodbye to Altin. Not bad, not bad. We are now in a situation where, financially, we're pretty well off. I could really, if I wanted to, spend some money on more ship upgrades. Very tempting. Alright, so driving through rings activates these artifacty things, okay? So there was the one over here by the Dunboyne, and there was one kind of over here somewhere, smack bang in the middle of this area, whose name I can't remember. Logically, there should be one somewhere in this area somewhere, but it's quite a big area. And I don't know how I'd go about finding it. So maybe I shouldn't worry about that for now. In terms of quests, I could definitely go to the Crystal Plateau and learn how to harvest crystals. That feels like the thing that's really drawing my attention the most at the moment. But then that also feels like it's going to be a big thing. But then we also need to travel there. So you know what, this makes sense. Yeah. So it's going to be down here in the very bottom left corner. There's the glowworm cave. There's the Shadow of Neave. Let's go back to the Shadow of Neave and let's then fly over to the Crystal Plateau. Okay, here's Simoon. And the Crystal Plateau is dead ahead. I think I remembered seeing... Is it dead? Yes, it's dead ahead. I remembered seeing some big doomy looking clouds on the horizon before. So I think once I can get myself around here... Yeah, there it is. Doomy clouds. Lots of crackling lightning and stuff. Right, I'm going to try and go up this slope. I want to stay as high as I can because climbing these hills is pretty tough work. Okay. Let's keep sweeping in there. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be faced with here. I'm going to be harvesting lightning crystals. Sounds like really dangerous work and not something that a kid should be doing. But I guess that's just the way that things are done in this world. Kids get the dirty work. Ooh, come on, sort yourself out. Okay, I think I need to park Simoon here and continue on foot. I think that there's going to be no more ramps up from here. It's climbing time. I do like this outfit though. I'm planning on wearing this for a little while. I suppose I should probably start handing in badges to get masks, and then I can change what my face looks like. I suppose the thing that's stopping me from really getting too much into that is I feel like someone said something about committing. But no, hold on. I mean, yeah. Okay, so there was a little bit of me that was wondering that maybe once I get one of these masks, then maybe that's it. It's game over. I've chosen my future. But no, I think the way this is going to work is you can pick up as many masks as you like, and then at some point you are allowed to choose which mask you want to become your permanent one, and that's then the end of the game. I don't think that picking up my first mask will trigger that, because I already have the Shade of Ecria mask. Oh, but that's different. That's not a kind of a career mask, is it? Oh, hello. I mean, you're not the person I was sent for, because the person I was sent for is over there, but I'll talk to you. Okay, you're the only one who wants to talk to me. Hakoan Merchant Cayman. Tell me about this camp. They don't seem interested in answering my question. Their silence is intense and uncomfortable. I came here years ago. The plateau. It calls to be studied. Their voice is slow but deliberate and thoughtful. Okay. And this person does want to talk to me as well. What do you say? At first sight, the crystal farmers are so striking that I nearly gasp. Their height is immense, and they move with such calm that I cannot help but ascribe some higher knowledge to them, or see the wisdom of age in the curves of their backs. But then I remind myself, my reading is informed by the markers I see among my own people, the shorthands of culture, and these farmers are in no way beholden to my interpretation. I wonder what they make of me. I'm looking for Tohta. And you've found him. What is your next objective? I expect his voice to emerge as a rasp, but instead it spills like silk from behind his crystalline mask. There is a purity to the sound of him. Every word reaches me as cleanly as a whisper in the ear. I speak slightly louder than normal to ensure that I am heard up there. I tell him my name is Sable and that Zara sent me to collect crystals, but advised that I speak to him first. There are no eyes on the crystals he wears, but he lights up at the mention of her name, and I still know where to look. How pleasing to hear that she is well. It has been weeks, if not months, since I have seen dear Zara. Tell me, Sable, are you on your way to becoming a machinist? I haven't decided yet. Then it is good that you needn't. The purpose of the gliding is not to choose. Choice is the gliding's end. Indecision is its intended form. I say that if that is the case, I am incredibly good at it. Tohta's laugh sparkles through his mask. Now then, how may I help you, Sable? So many questions. I've never met a crystal farmer before. I tell Tohta that he is the first crystal farmer I've met, and add that I hope it isn't rude of me to mention. He shifts his weight and the crystals on his back move lazily with him. Oh, we must look very odd to you. A little. I admit that they do look a little odd to me, but add that that isn't a bad thing. I ask if I look odd to him. You don't, which is partially because I have met others like you, but also because we are the different ones. I offer that we are both different, and somehow I swear he smiles. I'm not sure that's something we decide. Anything else I can do for you? What is this place? Tohta raises one of his walking sticks up and points it skyward to gesture to the Crystal Plateau, leaning at an angle that speaks to some impressive strength. We built it. It was made to draw lightning storms away from the rest of Hakoah and concentrate them on that peak. As it happened, a side effect of that concentration was the formation of lightning crystals charged with electricity. He makes a circle in the air. Isn't it a wonder? We turned a bane into a boon and a boon into a culture. All the chemicals and coincidences that conspired to create the crystal farmers. I nod in agreement, and suddenly this place I thought a factory feels more like a place of worship. Anything else? What are those big robots? Those are the reason my shoulders are complaining and my knees are grinding to dust. They used to harvest our lightning crystals, but now we must do it ourselves. And it's not easy work. Where are they? I can't see any robots. Never mind. I ask what happened. Let's try and get this camera somewhere that makes sense. Maybe between the legs? Perfect. They stopped. All at once. One day, after a storm that seemed otherwise entirely normal, they all simply stopped. Some fell over, others stayed up, but none of them ever moved again. In sympathy, I say that must have felt a terrible omen. He shakes his head, and it's the quickest I've seen him move. Oh, nothing like that, no. There is some explanation in the mechanics or the chemistry, even if we don't know it. And in that, at least, we take great comfort. I nod, and I think in some way I understand him better. Anything else? How do I harvest the crystals? I tell Tohta that I was sent to collect lightning crystals, and ask first if I'm allowed to do that, and second how I might go about it. You're welcome to try. If anyone but Zara had sent you, I would consider talking you out of it, Sable. But she knows people, so I'll simply tell you. Tohta nods up at the plateau. Watch and wait for lightning to strike one of the obelisks. When it does, you'll see crystals begin to form on its surface. You need to climb up onto the obelisk and break off what you can of the lightning crystals. You'll need to be quick about it, though, and get them before they shatter. Not that I think you'll have much trouble. You've a certain quickness. I thank him for the vote of confidence. Anything else I can do for you? Nothing for now, thank you, goodbye. I need to harvest 3 lightning crystals. So, I guess that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. Is that the robot? Dunno. There's a lot to do up here, and I'm looking forward to exploring this with you. Hope you'll join me next time for the next episode of Sable. Bye-bye.